Well, hey there, creators. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today's a fun one because we're going to reach out to one of our UGC creators that's been with JoinBrands for over a year, Rick. And Rick is going to answer some frequently asked questions that we get from our followers. So let's turn it over to Rick.
Hi, I'm Rick. I've been working with JoinBrands for about a year now. I've worked with over 80 brands. Oh, well, here's a 5-star review right now. Rick is fantastic. Great video. I'll take funny over handsome any day.
Okay, great. So Rick, question number one, how did you get started as a UGC creator on JoinBrands?
Well, that was easy. They found me. I had a tech YouTube channel and I was reviewing earbuds. They commented on it. They asked me if I would like to review some earbuds. Well, I reviewed the earbuds. They liked my content, and a year later, I'm still with them. It is fantastic that you can get appreciated as a creator and get paid for it. And plus, it really feeds my narcissism.
Very good. Well, next question, and this is one of my favorites. Can you make your videos funny?
No, absolutely not. Never ever be funny. How dare you even think of that? The answer is most definitely yes, but what you think is funny is not necessarily what everybody else thinks is funny or what the brand thinks is funny. So my suggestion is do 2 videos. Do 2 different versions. Do a funny video and do a kind of normal video. And more often than not, the client will actually pick my funny video over my regular video. I mean, think about it. At the Super Bowl, what commercials do you think are the most memorable? It's the funny ones. So my feet stink. It's so gross. So to my surprise, sometimes the brand will pick the funny one over the regular one, or even better, sometimes the brand will pick both versions. The funny one, I will have this shovel and my powerful manly... Is that a bear? And the regular one, the TAC-9 or 15-in-1 survival shovel multi-tool will prepare you for any emergency situation. Win-win. Cha-ching.
Absolutely good feedback. More videos, in my opinion, are better than not enough. Next question, do you have a favorite content type?
Well, that's easy. I love tech products. But remember, you get to keep whatever product you review. So lately it's been drugs. Drugs are my supplements. CMOS, Dr. Matthews Omega-3 Fish Oil, chelated magnesium glycinate. Supplements are my favorite types of products. Also, my dog is a star. So anytime I can use him, that's fantastic. I love pet products or treats, something like that. Good boy, Jake. Now, on occasions, I have sold my soul and done products I wouldn't necessarily buy for myself. Premium Blue Stars microwave light bulbs. You're gonna love Peppermint Screen Cleaner Spray. It's Donald Trump. Okay, that will never happen again. It's the Donald Trump birthday card. Okay, well, they loved that video and they asked me to do another one. So what can I say?
Very good. Literally one of the big questions I get as well. So Rick, what type of equipment do you use for shooting your content?
I use an iPhone, the latest one, but you can use any smartphone that is a 4K. Smartphones have really high quality lately and really good stabilization. For instance, I love doing sweeping shots of the product where I can just take my phone and go and it's very stable and it looks fantastic. You can't do that with regular cameras very easily. I also have a basic tripod that I use. I like to shoot outside so there's natural light. I do have an inexpensive lighting kit that I use for inside shoots. I also have this lapel microphone for better audio. Now, this microphone was only $15 and you can plug it directly into your iPhone and get really fantastic audio. Or if you're more sophisticated, I bought a second iPhone, like a very cheap old iPhone for about 80 bucks, and I can plug it in there and record my audio separately and sync it up and post later. I also like to use the iPhone for my scripts. So I have all my notes or my scripts. Sometimes I will even do voiceovers, just reading this and with my microphone, just recording the whole voiceover on this little iPhone. Very clever. Now, in addition, I got this tripod for about $5. You can separate it. You can actually mount this on your tripod and it will hold your iPhone, or you can get some really cool low angle shots. Now, I also have, this is a selfie stick, and it's actually very, very useful. You can use it as a tripod for low angle shots. You can also use it to shoot yourself if you're like running for a specific shot, or hold it down close to your body. I can get some great shots of my dog while I'm running, or great shots of me and my feet as I'm running, like I had to show off an ankle product one time.
And then on this point, we're also going to talk about shooting outside. So next question is, Any tips for shooting product outside?
I love shooting outside. Now, I have a fantastic park right next to me. Shooting outside, it's natural light, so shoot in the daytime, but shoot in the shade because you don't want to shoot when the sun is directly in your face. When you're doing a conversation like this, if you're just walking or doing stuff, you can totally shoot in the sun, but you want to not have direct sunlight and be squinting all the time. So also practice, practice, practice.
All good stuff, and we might even leave some links in the descriptions below, so take a look at that. All right, next one. This is a big one, and we just did a video on this about how to become a better content creator. This is a question we get from a lot of our fans and followers of JoinBrands. What advice do you have for aspiring creators?
Well, I don't mind a little competition, but I think the best advice I have for a new creator is stay off my lawn. No, just kidding. There's room for everybody. And I think probably the best advice is just a cliche. Be yourself. Your personality is your brand, so perfect it. Practice, practice, practice. Post things on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's the best way to be seen and get some practice and see what works and what doesn't work, what angles work, what angles don't work. Make mistakes. Remember, it's only a mistake if you don't learn something from it.
That's good stuff. And of course, I would add to that, practice makes perfect. You know, when it comes to creating content, it's not about perfection, it's about progression. As long as you're continuously getting better and you're updating your portfolio and you're reaching out to brands, even if you start with small brands and work your way up, I mean, if you can make each video a little bit better every single time, you're going to be well on your way to being a very good content creator. Next one, how do you handle negative feedback?
Negative feedback? Okay, the answer is I don't. It's very tough to hear criticism about your work. These are your babies. You spend a lot of time and effort making these videos, and to have somebody criticize it is it's really hard. You gotta remember that it's nothing personal, it's just business, especially working with a brand. Sometimes the brand has a vision in their head of what they want their product to be or how they want it to be represented. You might have to change a line, or I've mispronounced words before, and the client asked me to change it. So I remember I spent a lot of time with this video and it was awesome and I loved it. It was some of my best work I've ever done. And the feedback was, you mispronounced a word. Can you please change it? Not, wow, this video was great. Could you please change this one thing? Not that. It was just, I was devastated. I was so hurt. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, did they acknowledge that I did all this work? Turns out they were only focused on that one little thing. And so once I changed it, they came back with, wow, this video is fantastic. You did a great job. Don't take it personally. I know you love your video and you think it's perfect, but sometimes you just have to change it. So let it go, let it go. Elsa?
Very good. That's good stuff. Next up, how do you develop ideas for these products?
Well, that's pretty easy. It starts with the product. I have to be inspired by the product. I find something that I like and I start immediately getting ideas. I also read the brand usually will give you notes and they tell you what they really want to be shown off with the product. And so I read that. I also go to the website where the product is and I read all about it and I get kind of ideas. So I usually type it out. I usually get some great ideas when I'm writing the script. Sometimes I'll have 2 great ideas or a funny idea or something like that. So I download the script to my little iPhone here and I can read the script, or I'll memorize it and put it down and deliver a line or something like that. A lot of times while you're shooting, you might get an idea too. Also, location is a fantastic thing. So like I said, I live by this great park. I live down by Laguna Beach. So I have a great inspiration about that too. So that helps to the environment. So that one time there was these rocks and I put the bottle of sea moss on the rocks and these pigeons just flew in and it was the most incredible thing. It was so much fun to be able to create content and just have it be flexible and have things kind of develop as you go along. It's windy.
That's good advice. Definitely want to take time to do the research and to give the brand what they want. Lastly, is there any challenging products or video concepts that come to mind?
Okay, so on the website, sometimes there are products that stay up for a long time. Nobody picks them because they are a challenge. And there was this one, it's a pop-up tent, but they wanted it to be filmed on the beach. Well, like I said, I live about 10 minutes from Laguna Beach. It wasn't that hard, but I knew it was going to be a challenge. The client also had specific instructions of what they wanted to see and how they wanted to how they wanted it to be executed. So I was kind of nervous about this. I was really kind of scared, but I went ahead and did it. And turns out it was pretty good. It was a challenge. There was a scene, they wanted a picnic scene, so I bought these like 2 little sandwiches, and these seagulls just out of nowhere. I was setting up my shot, and these seagulls out of nowhere just went and grabbed my sandwich and took it off, and I like ran over and grabbed the one sandwich, and I'm like, hurry up and film my sandwich being eaten. You know, I filmed that shot real quick before the seagulls came and just gobbled everything up. It was crazy. But in the end, the client did want a little bit of changes. They had a specific idea of what they wanted, and you know, it turned out, yes, it was a challenge, but it was very rewarding, and I love that video. It's really great, and I'm very proud of it.
There you have it. This is straight from Rick, who's been a UGC creator on JoinBrands for well over a year. He put out some great content. Make sure you follow him. And then if you want to know more things like this, or if you want tips on how to be a better creator, definitely follow us here at JoinBrands. Hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing. And if you want to become a creator yourself, visit joinbrands.com to learn more. But until next time, we'll see you later. Happy creating, friends.